Just unbelievable, guys. Yesterday I posted a video where my last words were, I'm not sure if tomorrow is gonna be a better day or a worse day. I'm not sure, we will see, but my hope is not that big. And right after, I was done with that video, I was about to fall asleep. Two things started happening at the same time. And I call that double betrayal. And like the fact that I am smiling, laughing, and even like you can see today I have makeup and stuff. Probably it's kind of defense mechanism because I just feel it's not like even angry, but it's like everything at the same time. Like I'm angry, I don't understand what's the fuck, I don't understand why, and I don't understand for what, and I want to cry. However, like most of the time I don't want to cry, and yesterday it wasn't like that, but like today I like the whole day I have that feeling like it's all inside and somehow I have to let it go. And like, okay, no way I'm going to talk with those people because like, first of all, they will never understand. Second of all, they don't deserve. But just like last days were really challenging for my mentality. And sometimes they say there is the darkest night before the brightest morning or day or sunrise. Anyways, we hope. But okay, I mean, like, I just was talking about being like really mentally at my lowest, and then that happened, and I even don't have to spend time like creating topics for making videos for you guys. It just comes like this to my life, I just finished with one and then another one is already coming, waiting, is in the queue. Okay, I was about to fall asleep, and then I could hear like my mom was on the phone talking so loudly in purpose for me to hear that, and she was telling another person like about like complaining about me, saying so many things which are like not fair at all, like blaming me for never helping, for never being there for them, for so many things. I even don't want to talk about that right now because it's difficult to understand when you don't know the situation, when you don't know, guys, how many times I've helped them, and you don't know what that cost me, like both financially, mentally, physically, and all that. You have no idea, like when you know all of that and you just hear all of that stuff, which is like 100% not fair, and you can hear like that person is trying to say that as loud as possible so you can hear. Honestly, like at that moment I felt like my heart was a little bit broken. Doesn't matter actually what she was saying, it just feels awful when you know that you've been always there for your family, and you know how like how much you had to suffer deep inside, and then you have to hear that unfair stuff again and again and again, and that's okay. Another thing that was happening at that time when I was listening to that, however, what I should have done is just put my headphones and start listening to music. Like, guys, it's just my advice. You better do that, because no need to listen to that bullshit, okay? Tomorrow they say this because they have that note. Tomorrow they say that. Tomorrow they pretend like nothing happened. This is what I see today. It's so full. I don't like that, but anyways. The second thing that was happening, so I was listening to that, and then I got a message. That was a girl, like I've never seen her name before, had no idea who she was. And then it was like such a big text with some screenshots, of some like dialogues. I was like, what's the hell? You know, I started reading then, and then I realized that the screenshots are from the chat of me and my ex, that ex that I broke up with him like a year ago, and exactly after that, all my like inner transformations have started. Exactly our breakup. I told you that he was exactly that person who triggered that trauma, that abandonment trauma that I got after my father's death. Because if you were watching my all my videos, probably you know that I have kind of multiple trauma, because my father was physical abuser, but not to me, to my mom. He was a narcissistic, he was very toxic, and in the end he abandoned me. Okay, so that's why in the same order I had to experience all of that with my exes, and this guy, he triggered this last and like the deepest, I think, wound, like the fact that my father, he passed away. Okay, means he abandoned me, and all of that created like really very complex trauma. Okay, so, and that guy a year ago, that we broke up with him, you know, I got triggered so much, like really so much. I couldn't understand for almost 6 months why I can't just forget about him, because I kind of could feel that I don't love him. Like even when we were like in a relationship, you know, everything seemed to be great, but I didn't feel those, you know, feelings for him at all. But somehow I could feel that I was very lost when we broke up, and I was so afraid of being hurt and of like experiencing that pain. So I started working on myself, like going to the gym. I was trying to dig into psychology, trying to find out how I can help myself, and you know, I was also trying to distract myself, going to the person. I was doing like so many things, and I was talking about all of them. Some of them were right, some of them were wrong. I was talking about all of that, but the fact remains that guy was kind of, you know, it wasn't like something that, oh, I even don't remember what I felt, you know, and stuff. Yeah, that was such a significant, I would say significant story in my life, exactly because of exactly because I was triggered so much. And what I knew yesterday, yes, that girl, basically when we had relationship with that guy, he also had relationship with that girl that yesterday texted me. And so I knew that he was cheating on me. All that time when, you know, I was staying in his apartment, like for so many days in a row, you know, and just when you are like close with someone, and you just understand that after I was going back home, so that girl was going to his apartment, and it was like that for 3 months, you know. Yeah, thanks God it wasn't longer or something, like my heart isn't broken right now, like so my heart isn't broken at all right now, yeah, because I don't give a shit about him anymore, like honestly. And honestly, I realized a long time ago that mentally he's very weak, and I just realized that we actually never were meant to be together. You know, we are so different in terms of how much strength both of us have. And I mean, I have a lot, and I mean, he doesn't have at all. It's like this quote, you know, oh, I like this quote so much. Strong people, they have to suffer to become stronger, so the weak ones can remain weak. That's so true, and that's exactly about him. But, and you know, yesterday when I knew that, because when we broke up, you know, that was actually my idea to break up with him. If you see that man is not interested, you see like very first signs, it's better just to stop it, just to finish it by yourself as soon as possible. Because first, it's about your dignity, it's about your self-respect. And second, if you will like keep swallowing that again and again, like they will disrespect you even more and forget about feelings and whatever. Just know, I was able to understand it back then. So yes, I just initiated our breakup, and as I understand right now, that for him it was even nice, because yes, actually deep inside he already knew that he actually wants to be with that another girl, not with me. And actually the reason why is very simple, and I could understand that as well back then. He has also an abandonment trauma related to his mother, just as I do, but to my father, right? Because his mother left him for some years, and he had to stay only with his father. This is also a complex trauma. First, the guy was abandoned by his mother, and second, those complicated relationship with his father. That's such a complex trauma. This is not the first guy with this kind of complex trauma that I've met, and yeah, I know. The more difficult relationship between a father and a son, the more father aggressive towards his son, like never satisfied about the results of his son, you know, like always giving that neglect to his son. The bigger ego that boy will have in the future. And that's 100% true. I saw so many guys with this issue already, and for them, like, it's very easy to touch their ego, even a little bit, you know. For them it feels so painful, and they are trying so hard, you know, to prove to the world that no, I'm the best one. So this competition between men, like between the father and the son, that's such a story, I'm telling you. And I feel really sorry. I feel really sorry for those guys. It's so hard when you have to have that feeling like you have to compete with the whole world, you know, and you always feel that you have to prove something to someone. And you see, that guy again, because he had that abandonment trauma from his mother, so that is so deep in his subconscious, and it was attracting just those women that were born to leave him as well, just as his mother did. So for him, in order to experience his pain again and again, so he can understand something, grow, evolve, you know, change himself, just saying what I am doing right now. So his wife left him, and he got triggered. That trauma, that stuff from his childhood got triggered. So he started, going crazy. He started like dating girls exactly for breaking their hearts. Can you imagine? Some guys are doing that, like they pretend to be like extra nice, they do everything for you, they text you like every 5 minutes, they make sure you have everything you want, they are trying so hard to please you, so just for you to fall in love so much with him, so when he will leave you, you will suffer, you know, he will see you suffering, and that what gives him joy. You understand? It's like a sense of revenge, or probably, yes, I understand that. And when he met me, you know, I'm not that woman who is bound to leave my partner if we have nice relationship, because I was always craving that emotional stability. So that's why, yes, I'm not about like spending nights with countless friends and clubs and whatever. No, I'm not this kind of person. And another girl that he was dating, right, at the same time as he was dating me, the girl that texted me yesterday, she's exactly that type of woman that doesn't want actually a relationship, you know, she just wants to be free because she has so many friends, because she's here today, tomorrow she's there, and now I understand why back then he was telling me like, oh damn, there is like something inside me fighting, and I have to choose and blah 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 which side I'm going to take, like the dark one or no, the light one. I was just thinking like, okay, the guy was watching too many reels about dark psychology. Of course, for him it was such a kind of challenge for his soul, you know, after having that depression because his wife, which was just exactly like this woman, you know, like that doesn't want anything serious, just wants to, you know, be here and there, just focused on herself simply. So after he like got hurt because of that, because his subconscious attracted this woman, so he can experience the pain again. He finally can maybe analyze and understand that damn, this is what your ego wants, this is not what you want, you know. The guy couldn't make a good decision. I also had to make that decision, you know. I also had to do that because I had exactly the same situation. Exactly. For me, it's just a little bit different. I just have to give up the idea of being in a relationship. That's it. At least for now. Yeah. That's the story about me, him, that girl. And I mean, of course, I understand that there is nothing like heartbreaking, let's say, about that, because actually he made a mistake. Now they also broke up with that girl. She told me that yesterday, because she found out that he's weird, that he's narcissistic, that he is this and that, and probably he will suffer, because because when you are following your temptation, which is linked to your trauma, so you will suffer a lot. That's exactly why your trauma attracted that certain person. I mean, and of course I'm also suffering because I'm also going through all of my things, right? But at least I know that I gave up the idea to be in a relationship, and I just focused on myself. I focused on my hobbies. I focused on improving my skills, you know. I focused on trying to heal myself. And I know, though I'm talking about, you know, this period of my life feels like extremely painful. Like I don't know how I can endure this amount of pain, because it seems like there is betrayal from everywhere. Okay, I don't want to repeat over and over again, but at least I understand that I'm pretty sure this period will be over and I will get everything what I deserve. Because after being hurt, for example, by him, right? Again, just because my trauma attracted that person. So I was not actually hurt by him, but I was hurt, my inner child was hurt by the fact that my father abandoned us, you know. And you know what, by the way, such a coincidence, I started dating that guy exactly on the same day when my father was murdered 15 years ago. Exactly on the same day. Can you believe that? Back then I thought that, oh, you know, it's a sign that I have to be with this guy and he will finally take care of me instead of my father. But now I understand, no, it just was the sign that I will suffer, just as I will suffer because of my father. I will suffer because of my father's wound, not because of him. Now I understand that, but that took a long time to dig into that. That's why this topic is extremely interesting. You have to always analyze these kind of things and become more and more aware. But anyways, so I don't feel like, oh damn, I'm a loser in this situation, you know, guy, he was cheating on me, he was like lying to me, and oh my god, my heart is broken, he chose her but not me. No, I know that I am much more intelligent than he is, much more. I understand that my life will be just amazing. Just amazing, because I am doing everything for that. After being hurt, I made that decision, like, no matter what is going on here, I will focus on myself. And I'm taking that responsibility. I'm not going, to beg people to come back, or like some other people, someone just come, and because I'm so poor, nobody wants me. No, I was like, okay, he didn't want me. Then I want myself. I want myself. He didn't choose me. I choose myself. I will go and I will do whatever it costs me to show myself that I need myself. And that's what I was doing. Even though I had to struggle a lot, and I still have to struggle, I know. And that's, again, strong people have to suffer to become stronger, so the weak ones can remain weak. Because it's like the light doesn't exist without darkness, hot doesn't exist without cold, and so weak can't exist without strong people. So we have to suffer so they can remain weak. But they will pay for that. In the end of the day, they will pay for that. And that day will arrive very soon. Very soon. But it's not even about this. In conclusion, what I wanted to say. Yesterday I had that feeling when I heard what my mom was telling about me, when I knew what that guy was doing to me. I had that in my head. I'm better than you. It was like, about my mom, it was just like, I just understand you are so weak now. When your emotion, like, you are just so weak, and that's it. About him, I had the same. But plus, I was thinking that he is pathetic. And that's true. Weak and pathetic. And then I was like, damn, how good, yeah, I was falling asleep having that, like, I'm just so proud of myself. When sometimes when you just look at yourself, it's so easy to get used to what you see every day, so you stop appreciating those things that much. But then when you see different people and you can compare what they are doing to what you are doing, how they're able to maintain their whatever, like mental state, emotional state, and how you are doing that. So after comparing, you can see, like, damn, you can really see, like, what kind of amazing creature you are. So I was falling asleep being, like, damn proud of myself. But today, the whole day I have that inside. Probably it's not even about that boyfriend, honestly, that much, because honestly I'm grateful. Because exactly because of him, I started being interested in psychology, like reading about that, and now, like, I'm even, like, making videos, talking with you guys about that. It's like I found my hobby, which is so fascinating for me, and I enjoy every single minute when I'm doing something related to this hobby. So I'm so grateful, like, really, for him giving me this lesson, right? And I was also giving him a lesson, actually, but he was not able to take that lesson, but that's not my problem. So inside, I don't have any pain about that, to be honest. But I don't know, I have that because of my mom. And I can't get rid of that. I understand there is no point to go and talk with her. I was talking with her for so many times, and like sometimes even she understands and she apologized and everything. But then just again and again, and I understand, like, there is no sense to do that because mentally she's so weak right now, and for her it's really hard to maintain that stable emotional stability. It is hard for her, and I have to understand that. But just sometimes you feel so pissed. It's like You have to understand everyone. You have to understand her. You have to understand him. You have to understand everyone, because look, they are not aware and you are aware, because look, you want to be a better person, right? It's not even about how you treat them, how you talk to them, what if you forgive them or not. It's about what kind of thoughts you have inside. I don't want to judge them even deep inside. Even if other people can't see that, can't hear that, I don't want that to be in my soul, you know. I want to forgive all of them, and because simply they're understanding that fact that there are some souls younger, there are some souls older, and that's it. That's why some souls, they come to this world, they are capable of enduring much more pain, and that's why they're doing that, because they have a bigger mission, because whatever. And some people, their souls are just younger, and it's so normal. They need these lessons right now, you know. They need to make these mistakes in order to evolve, to grow, right? When you look at this from this perspective, it's much easier to forgive and to understand and to give that compassion, I'm telling you. Because it's first of all, for you, it's so difficult to carry that all inside. I was telling you, right, that dream where my mother was trying to kill me, and I could feel in the dream that it's not her who is trying to kill me, but my own anger towards her, you know. So that doesn't give me any benefits. That doesn't serve me at all, like being angry at them and, you know, to not forgive them. So in fact, I'm doing that not for them, and not because I'm just noble and stuff. I just have to do that for my own soul, because my own soul deserves peace and love. And when you look at that, like, okay, they're just younger souls and stuff, it's easier, right? It helps you to calm down. But then you're still your soul is in a human body with that brain, where it's critical thinking, you know, and that can compare, that look how people are treating those people, how people are treating you, how you are treating those people, and how all of them are treating you back, you know. And then when your left hemisphere is analyzing all of that, you feel like, fucking, what's wrong with you and me? There is nothing wrong with you. And there's also nothing wrong with them. They are only the way they can be. They can't be better. The same as I right now. You tell me, like, Dasha, go and become Elon Musk's partner. Like, work together with him. Like, create those rockets together. I can't do that. Doesn't matter how much I want, I just can't. I'm not that, you know. I'm not gifted. The same them, you know. They can't be better. You know what? You remember in the beginning of this video, I was about to cry. And this is the end of the video. I'm smiling. I'm feeling much better. Talking, guys, really helps. You know, when you are articulating those things, it's kind of, you understand that even better. And that like makes even more sense. Anyways, I just love it so much. So thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you very soon. Bye.